Welcome, everybody. Stay tuned, buckle your seatbelts, and get your pens and papers ready. It's about to be a quick one, as I said before. Running a little late, and I apologize for that. I had a team meeting with the group at Elevate, and with that, just stay tuned in the next 30 seconds, so we get this thing rolling. Welcome, everybody. It's your boy, Social Mother Effing Heavy, with the not doses. I need to call this segment something different. I keep forgetting to come up with a name. Let me pause the music, by the way. Okay, we just have it slowly playing in the background. How about that? All right. Exit out of this. Have this open. Okay, we'll start with Ethereum. Yeah, we'll start with Ethereum. Let me make sure I got all these, everything I need open. Like that, right? Chat box. Okay, no one's in the chat box yet, but we'll keep it rolling, keep it moving. I know it's late, so there's probably not gonna be a lot of chatter in the chat room right now. I took a small long earlier on this retest of the daily open, and I closed it. I didn't really trust this price action, but I'm probably gonna regret it. I'm still in spot longs, which is fine, but I'm probably gonna regret that close because I probably shouldn't have disregarded this pattern here that formed. I'm thinking this here was a weird ending pattern here. I think this would end here, right here, right? So I think this move ended here. And here's my squiggly from earlier today. Just so you guys can see my squiggles. I drew this up for everybody today. Didn't really have a super. My bias was up, but I was hesitant to buy this low. I wanted to up in a retest like I showed here, and that's when I bought in. And my goal was 2,000, but it just seems not be reacting the way I thought we'd react near the top here, and it just seems very lethargic, especially with the way the price has been moving and stuff like that. By the way, if you want access to more of me and stuff like that, www.com, www.elevate-trading.com. So, excuse me. So when I let's look at this chart. The trade I see is a short, but I have to be very mindful that my higher degree bias is bullish as of right now. I have to be very cautious that, to me, I can't really make sense in terms of an Elliott Wave perspective of this being a high unless this ends up being a weird ending diagonal itself. And also, our levels are probably different now. You change these levels. Daily open. High. By the way, if you're a day trader, these are the most important levels of every single day, and you should mark them every single day. Again, I'm out of my little leveraged long position. I had, let me see here, order history. 1757 was the entry, which is about right there. Literally read the retest of that daily open. Okay, so what I wanted to see today was price chase the high, take the stops, and then consolidate right underneath it or right above it, right? And so far we're kind of doing that, and that's why I can't short this with like extreme confidence, because to me I can't really make sense of this being a diagonal. Although it could be, maybe, but I'm not going to go running with that until it's proven. So at that level, if this move from here to here is broken down like this, then at that point I'll know that this is a short opportunity. Is going lower. But as of right now, I can't short this with confidence because my Elliott wave doesn't really tell me anything with confidence. But the criteria to short was there, right? High point on stochastic, high point on RSI. By the way, if you got strong cloud, right? High point, and plus a divergence. So that's you could actually enter that trade, right? But I just cannot make sense of this being, since my bias on a higher degree is bullish, I cannot make sense of this being a short. Besides a scalp, you know. So I'm just gonna wait on that. No position on ETH. I'm still holding spot longs. And that's about it, okay? No position on ETH, although there was a short setup here. Topped out stochastic, and plus the divergence. Remember, if the only way we could short or long topped out or bottom out stochastic if this RSI gives us a divergence as well. That's what we got here. I just didn't enter it because I was in a long. I just closed my long because I didn't trust it, and good thing because we kind of retraced here. All right. So with ETH, for an intraday play, I'm not zooming out a little bit more. By the way, it's kind of a good retrace there. Chat box. Nothing. No one's in the chat box still. Sorry, just kind of brainstorming here. Man, this could be a really good top here. I might 1x short this and just have a stop right there on or like 1% away, or whatever, 2% away, and 1x short this because I'm holding spot, and if price were to nuke, then my spot holders wouldn't get affected. And if price were to go up, I wouldn't gain anything, but I wouldn't be hurt. So I think I might do that. Hedge my position here, and then have a stop probably here. This is just a hedge. It's not like a position where it's going to make money. It's just a protection. Because I believe that this correction ended here, right here. And at first I thought, this is going to be 1, 2. And this is going to blow out and explode, but we're just not doing that. And it's taking a lot of time. So, it begs me to start questioning that idea. And that's why I'm going to be very mindful. And seeing what happens on this daily high. So far, we rejected pretty aggressively and didn't even attempt to trade over it, which is not what I wanted to see for, a long continuation situation. That's why I exited that position right here. So I'm gonna delete this because I like deleting my Elliott wave labels every few days, just so I could have a fresh mind every time I look at a chart. If we break this trend line, I'll be very scared. If we break this area, I'm probably looking for shorts. Okay. Because to me, this is an impulse. This is an impulse right here. From here, and this is the impulse, right? This is the impulse to me. This is subjectively an impulse, right? So, could this possibly be something like this? It could possibly be that. So I have to be very mindful. Of that, especially since, again, we're really lethargic. If this was truly giving me my bullish idea, where this was a 1-2, 1-2. This would have went 1-2 and then off to the races, but we didn't do that. So no leverage position at the moment. I'm going to hedge a 1x short here to just sustain my profits. I incurred on this run up. So no position on ETH really. Let's go to Bitcoin now. Okay, Bitcoin's not doing what I thought it was going to do. This, to me, I thought was like a leading diagonal. I was going to wait till I saw a reaction down here at this level and then see what happens. This still can be the count because technically this low was made here. And this still looks like a diagonal to me. And this is a three-wave drive so far, right? And this is why I'm not leverage shorting ETH. It's because this aspect that my higher degree idea could still be right. 1, 2, and then we're going to start impulsing up for this final wave here. In this degree. If we break this low here, where it says invalid under 45,470, I'm going to be looking for this area for support immediately. I think if we break this low here, it's going to immediately seek this low, and then at that point, it might go further. Okay, so be very mindful. This is the previous range high. Very important that we have it marked level, marked there as well. This doesn't look very promising so far. We need a reaction. In order for me to get confident on anything long, like a long situation, I want price back above this level I'm going to have labeled in red. If it's not, if we can't get price back over this label in red, I'm going to assume we're going to just keep rolling down. And this has to happen within the next, by midnight. I want price at least back above this level. And by 2 a.m. I want price above this level for my long idea to be proven true. And at that point, I'll enter position. At this point, no, there's no position for me at this point on Bitcoin either. The position was a short there, possibly with this topped out stochastic, and then you have this divergence here, right there. Boom, one of these would have been your entry. But I didn't get there. We have bottom out stochastic. We do have a possible entry here. You could possibly enter it, but I'm going to wait for confirmation here since it's outside of the time frame I usually want to long or short anything. I usually like to enter positions between midnight to 2 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 6 to 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, and 3 to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And anytime outside those times, I try to only make it a scalp. So even though the setup's here, I don't like it. Just because usually on that first touch we should have got that first divergence touch, we should have got that harsh explosion, but we didn't do that yet. So I want price to confirm itself, prove itself that it wants to move upwards by getting above this level, and then by 2 a.m. Getting above this level. If we don't do that, then I'm gonna say that we're gonna continue to roll down, which is why I exited those long, that long margin long position on ETH, and then went ahead and hedge shorted the entire account on ETH with a 1x short. Just because I'm not trusting this. I'm not really trusting this up top. This looks very lethargic. Not when I just get rid of labels. Let's look at pure price action and patterns and stuff like that. This looks very lethargic up top. Looks very like it wants to come down. Here's the pivot that we didn't want to break. We broke it. Rejected a 786. And so that textbook value range theory states that this low should be broken since that we didn't regain the 786 if this level right here is broken. And that's why I'm so confident that if we do break that level, I'm probably going to be looking for a short. Enter a short there, stop there, target there. Be mindful that this could come up, ABC, that'll be a short, come there. And then at that point, this will end up being a buy probably because this will be a three-way pattern. So break this level. Short, stop there. If price pumps up, I'm assuming this will be a flat, which then I'll look for a divergence to short again. If divergence is not seen and we get volume up here, then I know that it's going to probably retest, hold there, and then look for that long situation. Okay. To note, OBV is trending downwards on Bitcoin. It's red. Notice how it's red. So we're trending downwards. As long as it's red, I'm assuming it's going to trend downwards. So same thing with Ethereum and stuff. Same thing. So look at Dodge real quick, and then we'll get out of here. Dodge. I unfortunately can't trade Dodge USD, so I have to trade Dodge Bitcoin. So I'm not going to look at the USD chart. Last time I traded Dodge, I got on this little move from here to here, got out, and then I haven't looked at it since. So Dodge is very fun to trade. when it's actually has volume like this, because it's just very easy. You don't have to throw anything on margin. It just moves 20%, 15% in a few hours, few days, and stuff like that. Unfortunately, while Dodge, I might actually be in for a run pretty soon. Just looking at this chart. What up, bro? If we could test this, I'll be very interested in a long position on Dodge. For now, I'm not gonna say anything. I feel like this wants to go, boom, and then right there, because to me this looks like a finished pattern. A, B, with a A, B, C, D, E triangle, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, A, B, C, and then A, B, C, A, B, C, or W, X, Y. And at that point, it'd be a buy. And I don't know what this means for Dodge. I don't know. But if structure holds true, this means that this would at least, by a bare minimum, hit the previous all-time high. If this is going to be true. Will it or will it not? Who knows? But for me, I think that I'm going to be looking for a long position on Dodge if we get down here. This does look like it wants to kind of pump here. Like maybe it's like a little ascending triangle type of action. But I don't really trade patterns like that. So I'm not too keen on that. But the strategy will be if it breaks out and retests, you enter there, stop there, and you target whatever. But I'd be looking for an entry down here between 115 and 130-ish. Same thing with Dodge. This is trending negative, so you don't anticipate it to be positive until it actually trends positive. OG Chevy's bear. This 13-minute OG Chevy is slaying this Dodge chart, you guys. So just trust it. It's absolutely just slaying this Dodge chart. Positive momentum, buy, cross on the 200 and the 220 to 21. That's all you need. Sell side. Anyways, that's it. Again, setup. There not really is trade in this exact moment for me. Possible buy situation on Bitcoin. Maybe that carries on to ETH. I'm in spot longs on ETH and I guess Bitcoin, but not really. I just hold Bitcoin just because it's there all the time. So I didn't really spot long that. I just always hold Bitcoin as an investment type thing, you know. So yeah. If you have any last minute questions, concerns, you're trying to ask them. Again, what I'm looking for again on ETH is if this trend line breaks, I'm being bearish. If we break this trend line, break below the D1 open, I'm probably going to look for a short entry, partial like 30%, 50% of my lot position. And then if it breaks lower, if it breaks down like this, comes and retests that, rejects it, breaks lower, and then comes down here and rejects this, I'll enter more here. Partial, enter more, and if it breaks that low, I'll enter fully. I'll be my full position because I'll anticipate that this entire move will be retraced at some point. What I'll be looking for to confirm, that break would be this to break down, which is getting very close to. You see it's starting to shift over. And by the way, the colors it's not the cross. That's not what changes the colors. It's something else. Notice that we're already crossing, but we're still positive. So it's not the cross. It's not that simple. Alright, they're trending negatively. Usually when this breaks from a high side, it likes to go all the way to the down low side before we start moving back up. So you notice we're right in the middle. So that means that we have a good chance this could start floating to the lower side just because this has so much room here. Why can't I can never draw on this? You see that? That's so weird. I can draw on this though, but not on this. Why? So weird. All right. Other than that, again, I am very hesitant on this. There could be a possibility that this is still a weird flat, and it really fucks me, gets me, you know, short in the wrong at the exact wrong moment. But we'll see at that point. If we break this trend line here, take your Fibonacci tool, take it from the top here, take it to the bottom of wherever the bottom is at the moment. Mark out your 786, and if price trades above that, you know your short that you entered, or we're going to enter, because we're assuming that this breakdown will be true, is going to be wrong. So hard stop will be here, ish. All right, mine will be right at the high. To be honest with you, alert will be here, right here, because you know that if price were to get here, it's most likely wrong, because that invalidates reversal rules. You cannot retrace more than 78% if it's truly going to be a trend reversal. So if price were to retrace 78%, then it's most likely not a true trend reversal to the downside, and most likely a trend continuation to the upside. So as soon as it hits that 786, have an alert, and most likely it will have a reaction there. So hit, come down, you have to exit your position. You have to trust that logic. All right. Alright, so thank you all. That's about it. I'm about to wrap it up. Thank you all for tuning in. And appreciate y'all. If you have any last minute questions, concerns, it's your time to ask them. If not, I'll be getting out here in the next 3 to 5 minutes. I'll be going ahead and starting the tunes off in the background to start off the closing of this, I guess you want to call it, whatever. And yeah, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like, thumbs up, subscribe, whatever you want to call it. Tell me what you like, tell me what you hate, tell me what you want more of, what you don't want more of in the comment section. I'll make sure to look at those as always. And appreciate you all as always as well. And again, you can catch me Toshi Mother Effing Heavy this Thursday, and we'll kick it off. Oh no, actually, tomorrow we're gonna actually do what I said we're gonna do. So if you're a lucky enough person and caught what I said in the Discord groups that I'm in, I'm going to be hosting a live stream tomorrow at the end of New York Open. So the end of New York Open is at 7 to 8 a.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I'll be hosting another one at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, just to catch on the fun, you know. The best time to trade, in my opinion. Oh. So, yeah. Thank you all for tuning in, and I'll catch you next time, alright? Peace. And let me just double check there's no questions. Last minute questions. No! Do you trade on other alts like OXT? No, not really. I just try to focus on very few and try to get really good at them. And for day trading. Now for like swing, like for like buy and hold or like spot trading, yeah, I'll buy spot on alts, but I won't leverage trade or day trade alts. To me, it's too hard. But I'll day trade Bitcoin, Ethereum, and right now Dogecoin, because like I said, there's a lot of volume in Dogecoin, so it's very fluid right now. It's moving very fluid, so it's easy to day trade at the moment. So you have to be very mindful and pay attention to what coins has that fluid, that volume to keep liquidity fluid. Make sure it's very easy to day trade, because if you don't have that volume and liquidity, it's going to be very horrible to day trade, which is why I don't day trade most alts. I rather would swing trade them. All right, brother. All right, brother. Thank you, Chris, for dropping in here and asking a few questions and stuff like that. And again, you can catch me tomorrow, 2 times tomorrow, and then again Thursday at the normal time, 3 to 5 p.m. In between 3 to 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time for New York close. All right, thank you all, and catch you then. Peace the fuck
Out.